Updating the story we first brought you in August about the story of Derrick Broze. He's the Houston mayoral hopeful, blocked from the ballot because of a nonviolent felony conviction nearly 20 years ago. Now he's challenging the Texas law with a lawsuit of his own. Fox 26's Shelby Rose reports.
The potential to change law.
Next Tuesday would have been Derrick Broze's second run for Houston's mayor. But a new interpretation of Texas law prevented him from the ballot this time around, all stemming from a drug conviction back in 2005. He served his time and is now clean.
That overall is just not a good feeling to kind of have that judgment held over me. And more importantly, there were people in Houston who wanted to vote for me and wanted to support me on the ballot. So it was disappointing to not see that, be the end result.
So he's doing something about it, filing a lawsuit against the state of Texas. There's one specific line on the candidate application form Broze is focusing on. You can run if you've been pardoned or, quote, otherwise released from the resulting disabilities of that felony conviction, which he says is ambiguous.
It's just some confusion on the language. Are felons allowed to run? This court says yes, this person says no. We're going to try to actually make the courts decide by putting it to the test and seeing, does the Texas election code not only align with the Texas Constitution, but the U.S. Constitution?
When there is ambiguity regarding any type of law, what holds weight is the Attorney General's opinion. And in this case, Attorney General Ken Paxton has said that in cases like that of Mr. Broze, he cannot run for office.
And Jones thinks what stands in Broze's way is Republican control over Texas.
As things stand today, I think it's very unlikely that Mr. Broze will be eventually successful with his legal challenge if it gets to the Texas Supreme Court. And the prospects for getting the legislature right now under Republican control to pass legislation providing more rights for former felons seems like a pretty tough sell.
But Broze says he is willing to negotiate, understanding that violent felony convictions are vastly different than what he faced.
I think there's a conversation there. Maybe not all felons and not all crimes should be treated equally, but I do think in case of people like myself, nonviolent, no weapons involved, etc., that we should be allowed to continue our lives and serve our communities.
The lawsuit was only filed less than a week ago, so Broze is currently awaiting the legal process to begin. Reporting in Houston, Shelby Rose, Fox 26 News.